Forever. Dog.
Oh, we're back. We're back. We took a 2-day break. Just kidding. That was about 7 seconds. Not even 2 seconds, Adam.
1.5.
Part 1 and part 2. I'm here with one of my dearest friends who I can't look at you when I say it because I want to really speak to you and it makes me feel like shy if I look at you. But someone who, anytime I get to talk to him, work with him, look at him, absorb his energy, I'm better for it. And I'm so grateful that he was able to hop on the Zoom this week and do Midnight Snack. It's, of course, the one and only Adam Rippon. Hi, Adam.
Hey, Mish. You know, I feel exactly the same about you.
Oh, babe.
I feel better, moisturized, enlightened.
You know, I think it's good that we took a little break. I think we had like I think it was like 3 weeks we haven't talked, at least.
Yeah. Which is very crazy. That's pretty long.
I would say it's unlike us especially because I still have the car. I was like buzzing you and you know, I would love to call Adam. I love calling people from the car. Why is that? Why is that fun?
The car is always my favorite place because there's nothing else to do and you can like you're doing something else. Because sometimes I don't like a phone call. I feel like I have to sit down and really like take it in.
Yeah.
But when you're in the car, you're doing something. You're going somewhere.
It's like you're looking at the sights, and I used to call him from the car. But I had a couple weeks in October where I was like really anxious and like really edgy. And I think it was because I wasn't eating carbs, which I'm not joking. I think that I genuinely mentally, without realizing it, was like not feeding my brain or something. And then I also was like, when I say drinking a lot, I'm not talking leaving Las Vegas, but I'm saying that I like to drink, but I don't like to get like drunk. I really don't like not being in control in that level. I don't know. I just don't find it classy. My mother
I know what you mean. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm the same.
And it happened a couple times and I was just like feeling off. And so I stopped drinking a little bit. I mean, I still have some wine, but you know what I mean? I stopped like going out and I started eating carbs again. And I swear I do feel more like myself. So I don't know if that did it or maybe I was just going through something, but I'm happy you missed that little phase of my year.
Well, it's so tough because like I would say definitely I've never had this much to drink in my entire life.
I know.
And I wouldn't, and again, yeah, same, not going crazy, but yeah, I've never had this much to drink in my entire life.
No, I know. And I just,
what are we
doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's by the way, we're gonna get to some advice too, because you know that's my favorite thing to do is read questions and then the two of us like dissect. I literally love that.
I love that. Yeah.
So it's Thursday, it's November 5th. We don't know if there is a democracy. We pre-recorded this episode. Frankly, even if we recorded it Monday, it would be the same thing. We wouldn't know. So only next week we'll be able to know. I almost don't want to talk about politics because I feel like our listeners want anything but politics right now.
I agree.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It's just too much. Can I tell you something that I'm trying to do? Like I can talk about it now because actually I'm breathing out heavy.
Wait, before you said, did you get a haircut?
You know that no, I cut my own hair. So yes and no.
What? It looks fantastic.
I did a really beautiful job. Thank you. Do you know what I did?
Yeah, you did.
I had a guy cut it, and very nice guy, but they never take enough weight out of it. I have a shit ton of hair.
Yes.
And then I bought expensive scissors and expensive layering scissors, and like once a week I go through it. So like the bangs, all these front pieces I cut. I did a beautiful job.
Good.
No?
You really did, yeah.
And then he left this part, like I don't know, for some reason, this part of my scalp grows 10 times as much hair as like this side for some reason. So it's always like a big chunk of hay on this side. So I have to really, really go in and like thin it out. But I did do a nice job, huh?
Very.
So Adam Rippon. Adam, what are you working on?
I'm skating a little bit just to like get in shape, but I'm working with like a girl right now. And they're all, well, so right now this is like, I guess this will be over, like 2 weeks over. But all of my students are like going to this competition in Vegas. So I'm just kind of watching on the sidelines. But you know what's so funny is like my student, she's like, she wanted me to go to the competition with her. And I was like, okay. And then she found out that like you have to quarantine in Vegas off the strip somewhere awful for 8 days.
Wow.
Which is a random amount of time.
What's the Hanukkah
and
quarantine? Yeah. kind of Hanukkah ass quarantine is that? 8 days? Okay. Are you supplying the oil for the lights? Yeah, go on.
And so then I was like, 8 days. She goes, yeah, I already told them that you're not going because I didn't think it was conducive to your lifestyle, which is how I know that my students get me.
And by the way, that's the name of your next book, Conducive to My Lifestyle, because that is honestly like, what isn't that? I feel like for me, things that aren't conducive to my lifestyle are like extreme sports, skiing. Like the first thing that comes to mind, like on the dating apps, if I see a guy who's like on a snowboard, I'm like, it'll literally never work. Like there's no way that could happen because I don't want to learn how. And I'm not.
Why? This late in the game to pick up snow. You're not Chloe Kim.
I'm not even at this point Khloe Kardashian. I used to be, not since she got hot. 6'1", high center of gravity. You know, that's why I can't roller skate. Now everyone's roller skating all of a sudden. When I fall, you'll feel it. That you'll have the Jurassic Park water in your house. You'll be like, oh, Mish fell. It's no joke when I fall. Everybody sees it, hears it, feels it in their skeleton. They're just things that I cannot do. I can't skate. I can't ski. And people fucking die from that shit. I watched America's Funniest Home Videos. Let me tell you something. The fact that more people don't drop the fuck dead. Have you ever had an experience where you were this is actually such a dark question, but I've had it happen a couple times in my life where I'm like, oh, I was like 2 inches away from getting killed.
Here's the thing. One, I totally agree with you. I don't know why people go skiing on vacation because it's the only vacation where you could die.
Or like bungee jumping, or like, jumping out of a plane or whatever.
I had one scenario where I always kind of think about it, where I was on a trampoline, another suicide mission. I think trampolines are so awful.
Deadly.
So I was on a and I was trying to learn a backflip. And I couldn't. I thought I really was nailing it, because a friend was with me, and they were like, when you see that, you'll see the ground, and you have to just kick your legs over. And I said, "Oh, easy, I got this," because I did like a front flip on the trampoline. So I was like, oh, I can totally do a backflip. He said it's easier. So I said, great. So I saw the ground, and I thought my legs were kicking over, and they didn't
believe this.
So I'm jumping like this. I shoot up, and I go
on your
head.
No,
head first down, crumble, like into the trampoline. And it was like one of those things where it's like my legs had spiraled over, and it was like, I can't. And I got up and was like, I'm fine. But I couldn't believe what had happened. I was like, I almost broke my neck. Oh my God, wait, I'm going to show you one video too. I'm going to show you another video.
Because I was going to say, but
please.
I like how, by the way, this is literally how you know that I love you for you and not your skating ability. Because as I'm talking about snowboarding, I'm like, oh, you're a skater. Like literally, I was like, right? Like working out, exercising, crazy stuff, huh? And meanwhile, you're like flying in the air on like blades. This is how you know I love you for you, Adam Rippon, and not your Olympic career. I have a couple moments like that, though. One does involve ice, funny enough, where I was walking. Oh, my God. What? Okay, I'm watching. Which one is you? Are you one of those people?
I'm the one that got up.
Wait. Show it to me again. Who is that? Plashenko?
No, it's Patrick Chan.
Oh, my God. No, you're in the white. Oh. For those who missed it, because again, it's video, Adam jumps. There's a man behind him, this Patrick, and you landed on your neck. 100%. Wow. Why are they allowing all of you in the... I'm about to shit. Okay. Is this a different angle of the same thing?
No, different thing.
Is that the same guy though? No, Nan's song. I'm trying to think. I mean, honestly, there is like a CTE risk. You know what? I thought of a funny thing the other day. I thought my dream man is a man with BDE and mild CTE. It made me laugh, but I was like, is that even funny? It just made me laugh. So anyway, if you know anybody, but wow, that's so scary. My 3 brushes with death that come to mind. One just happened, which
3.
I've had 3 very close calls. One just happened maybe a month ago where I was walking past a garage in my neighborhood on the Upper West Side, and this young teenager in a fucking car like, and I was actually looking because I have the car. I was like, oh, I've never seen this garage. I was looking like, oh, maybe this is a place I can drop my car off or whatever. Came zooming out of the hole. Did not, you're supposed to stop where the sidewalk is. But when I tell you that his mirror was like, and he was really going fast, was like 2 inches away from my body. And then he waved his hand, but then like sped off. Cause I actually am sorry that I didn't like, I don't know, like slap his mirror
faster.
I'm starting to like slap the mirror. Just like, get out of here,
You almost killed me.
I was upset. I took a picture of his. I was in full T3 mode, my favorite Terminator, where I was like, like running down the street to like get a picture of his license plate because I just could not believe it.
Hey, I'm Kelly.
And I'm Lindsay.
And we're from Teen Creeps.
And I'm Alaska.
I'm Willem, and we from Race Chaser.
And we're here for some real talk, okay? Well, we want to sit down and have some real talk. So
Sit down.
We want to talk to you about wireless plans.
I hope your seat is comfortable for your little tush because breaking up with your old wireless provider just got a whole lot easier thanks to Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile is introducing their unlimited data plan for just $30 a month. Let that sink in. An unlimited plan for $30. How much is your soon-to-be ex-wireless provider charging you?
For people that hate their phone bill and are ready to cut ties with big wireless, Mint Mobile offers their premium unlimited plan for just $30 a month.
By going online only and eliminating the traditional costs of retail, Mint Mobile passes significant savings on to you.
So what does that mean for you? We'll tell you. All plans come with unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network.
Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone number along with all your existing contacts.
And if you're not 100% satisfied, Mint Mobile has you covered with their 7-day money-back guarantee.
Break up with big wireless and switch to Mint Mobile's premium unlimited data plan for $30 a month.
To get your new unlimited wireless plan for just $30 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/Michelle.
That's mintmobile.com/Michelle.
The other two times, one is my friend Becca Lehrer and I were walking down in the West Village. This had to be, 20 years ago, probably 15 years ago. And a massive sheet of ice, it was wintertime, came sliding off of the roof of one of those cute little Greenwich Village buildings and slammed, but thick ice right in front of us. And I was like, Becca, I mean, I don't know if it would have taken me out, but it wouldn't have been great. Like it could have given me a concussion and it was heavy, so that was scary.
Oh my God.
That was really scary. That's one of my greatest fears is like that woman. There was a woman by Sirius Studios who got slammed in the head with a brick that fell from a rotting New York building. And I'm like, I hate scaffolding, but I like protection, So like what I like not dying. So I guess it's something. And the other time was, and I've told the story for sure before, is when I was in Israel and the Mediterranean is very shallow. It's, very beautiful. You can really walk far out in it, which is kind of nice. Mm-hmm. So I was walking out, and there were these rock breakers, like that were breaking the waves or whatever. Emily Mortimer, shout out. Wasn't she in that? Anyway, breaking the waves. No, but I was like climbing on these rocks and they were slippery. And these people were like, hop up, come up. And, I'm like a long... Like I can walk nicely. Like I've got I think a graceful, nice long stride, but I'm not graceful. Right. Like I can sometimes dance in a nice way, but I'm not coordinated. It's why I'm not a good athlete. Mm-hmm. And my foot slipped on some moss or some shit on that rock and I fell backwards. But when I tell you that my head, I was already up one rock, it was kind of high. And I fell backwards into the water and there was a rock literally next to me. And I'm like, I could have absolutely cracked my head open. And it was far, we were like, I ended up slicing my foot open and then had to have like a medic. It was a whole thing. I mean, it was so embarrassing, but I lived. But it's scary when you look back at those moments. And I bet you the listeners, it's like nice to think of those moments and think, wow, I'm lucky to be here. It's stupid to say, but it's kind of true.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy to think like how many close calls we've all had. If we really think about it, we've had, I think I've definitely had more.
Oh, in the car? Of course. And it's also crazy to think of those people who weren't lucky. Like, think of all those freak accidents that happen that I don't know why this got so dark. Let's do advice. What? I feel like I kind of want to hear about freak accidents. I'm fascinated by that. Like, if you want to tweet or DM me on Instagram @MishCall and tell us.
Oh, I would love if you did a segment on freak accidents.
Should I look some up right
Loving
now?
that.
Is that too creepy? I think I will. We were going to do advice. We still can. Hold on a minute. Freak. I love Googling the word freak. Freak accidents. Freak on a leash came up. Here we go. Freak accident. I feel like there's going to be like a BuzzFeed, like 80 freak accidents. Two sisters. I have a better one. This is so sad already. You guys.
Oh my God, wait, didn't something like the elevator crushed somebody?
That always
like,
happens.
Right before the yeah.
Elevators are truly.
that's not a freak accident.
That's just an elevator accident.
That's just life.
See, look at this. Woman crushed between car door and tree.
Yeah.
That's like, that poor kid, Anton Yelchin. That was a freak accident with that poor boy. It seems, some of these are wild. Is this bumming you out? It is bumming me out a little bit, but it's interesting. Simpsonville woman
I'm interested.
hit in the head with an arrow in a freak accident. This is 3 weeks ago.
What? Who's using arrows?
Freak accident claims 2 moose calves near Mountain Dell Golf Course. Poor little moose. Oh my God. Freak accident. This is one of my biggest fears. When I'm driving lately, I see so much roadkill and I'm such an animal lover that it ruins my whole day. Like I'll see a dead raccoon and think about it like days later. Be like, oh,
Right.
it's like really bums me out.
He had a long life ahead of him. Yeah.
Yeah. He's in the raccoon news, like dies in a freak accident. But when I see dead deer on the side of the road, I actually get really freaked out because they're so beautiful and they're so big. And I
They're
think
so big. They freak me out, especially when they start to when they get petrification. I don't know, what is it called? When,
yeah, that's a good one.
They're like petrification. Yeah.
When they're when they start to stiffen.
Thank you. When they start to stiffen.
I just
that's
porky
when it really
pegged you.
freaks me out.
The pa. I agree. And what scares me is like the idea of a car hitting it. Like if I'm driving and a whole fucking deer gets thrown on my Equinox, that's therapy. That's like a nightmare. And here it's a freak accident. Saw deer hit by car, fly into another car, and it killed the passenger. You don't even have to hit the shit. So scary.
God. Well, what's so scary about the deer is like if you hit it and it's still living, sometimes it freaks out. Like if it falls into the windshield, it'll then accidentally kill you by trying to.
Is that true?
Yes.
I can't believe, by the way, can you just hug your loved ones?
I'm actually scared to drive.
I know. What are we doing? All right, let's do some advice. Wait, it's really scary, huh? I don't like things like that. I don't know why I just talked about that. Actually, I have like a sinking feeling. I don't like Final Destination, stuff like that. That's like not my thing.
Mm-mm. Now it is. Now it's our thing. Every time we talk, we have to talk about freak accidents.
Well, if it makes people feel better, Googling this just gave my phone a full virus. So you win, QAnon. Let me go to, let's do some advice, Adam Rippon. It's been a minute. I feel like I've had you for an hour already. Thank you. By the way, you know what I realized? Happy belated birthday. Am I your worst friend?
But
when was your birthday?
This podcast come? It's November 11th.
Oh my God, it's not even yet.
Yeah.
I thought it happened. Okay.
No, you're actually my best friend because you're the first person to say something about it.
Talk about a freak accident. That's going to be the name of the episode. Talk about a freak accident. Here with Adam Rippon. You can put that at the top, Trace. By the way, so I want to say something funny. Somebody who listens to the podcast, there's an Instagram account called Drinking with Bravo, and I follow them and they follow back. They're very nice. And they were listening to this podcast, Midnight Snack on a Road Trip, and they messaged me to be like, is Tracy real? Can I actually read these? Tracy, I hope that Tracy's laughing. I got a message. Is Tracy real? And they wrote, your so-called producer, which I was like, what the fuck, actually? And I said, what a weird question. Of course. Why? And they said, because I always am going, hey, Trace. Hey, Tracy, do you mind just like calling out to Tracy when she doesn't respond? So Tracy is real, but that really did make me laugh like a fake. I think I'm going to keep doing it. Hey, Trace, just edit that part out. Tracy doesn't even work here. It's like, there's like a skeleton, like in a psycho wig in a chair. I'm like, hey, Trace, can you just edit that out? Thank you. Anyway, so wait, let's go to some advice. Oh, but what are you going to do for your birthday? You're going to be with your man in Finney's.
Yeah, I'm going to be in Finney's doing the core. So
what's the plan? It's exciting.
I think. Well, I mean, I haven't been touched since March.
Are you gonna cry? I feel like if I were you, I would like cry. I'd be so excited.
I don't know, because it all feels like if I still feel like I'm not going because I haven't been there in so long.
Right.
I'm so excited. I really can't wait. So I'm sure whatever we do, we're gonna have a lot of fun.
You just reminded me that I intended when we started this podcast to have it, because who knows if my plane is even going to take off next week. So to have it be like, it's possible I won't be in London this week. There's a possibility that I'm still in New York when this is released, in which case you'll know. Just check my Instagram and you'll know. But let's go to some advice, because if there's one thing Adam Rippon. So wait, what sign are you? Scorps?
Scorpio.
That's why we connect. Cancer and Scorps are a good, romantically, very good.
Yes. And that's what we're here to announce, is that we're romantically
we're
involved.
Increasing the census. We are kickstarting that census.
We're the Kickstarters.
It's so horrible.
We have a Kickstarter for the census.
We should start. I'm going to start a dick starter on Kickstarter to get me some dick before the year is over. I'm going to be like, hey guys, can you donate to my dick starter? And it's just like random dick pics from around the world. Okay, let's do this. There's some weird stories. Okay. Wait, there's some really funny things here. Tracy got some good stuff together. Tracy killed it. Okay. So Tracy puts together a little document for me with advice and stories. And for me, it's like Christmas Day. I get to open it up. I don't know what's on it. The title this is from someone called Dear Wendy. I never heard of it. She always finds good advice, like shit that I've never heard of. Local advice, which I like.
Mm-hmm. I love local.
I'm nervous sparks will fly when he has a family dinner with his wife. Excuse me? I'd like to know where this is going. I started working in healthcare about Do married men hit on you?
Sometimes like married gay men, yes, but yeah, I guess married straight.
Well, you never know. Has a married straight man ever hit on you or reached out to you on Instagram?
Yeah, but I probably not like nothing that I like can remember right off the bat. Yeah.
Have you been hit on by a lot of straight men?
No. No, but I get along with them. I know, like, I get along with them very well.
I like to hear that, actually. I don't, interestingly. Why is that? I like, look. Okay. Okay, I started working in healthcare about 3 to 4 years ago and was hired by Chris. Chris is 18 years older than I am. Remember how to read, Mish. Remember how to read. But I was instantly attracted to him. I wanted to keep our working relationship. I already know where this is going and I hate it. I wanted to keep our working relationship professional, but after a year, one drunken night, I sent him a text saying, I think you're attractive. Well, what a sexy text. What a way to go. I think you're attractive.
Well, lay it on thick. Okay. Continue.
We had texted before, but only friendly work type conversations. So I guess at that point I was comfortable texting him. Moving forward, a year and a half later, he's been legally separated from his wife of 25 years for 5 months and separated for 9 months total. His wife started dating this isn't as bad. Twist. His wife started dating a few months after they broke up. The issue I'm having at the moment is his daughter does not like me. Well, for breaking up the family. Okay. She's asked to have a family dinner this Sunday, and I'm nervous that sparks will happen between Chris and his wife. This is such a stupid question. And that he will go back to her and live happily ever after. I have made my expectations clear that I don't feel comfortable about this dinner, but he throws at me that I'm stressing him out and stop, please. Okay, this woman needs to literally seek help. The level you already won, bitch. Like you already got what most women pray for and don't get, which is that he left her.
Yeah, her intensity is like not warranted because like him and his wife are separated. The sparks are not gonna fly when they go to this dinner. Like it's not gonna be like, wait, what would I do? Like,
and if they do,
she's fine.
And if they do,
then good for her to good for her to get that out of the way.
Oh
she's
my
fine.
God, it's actually psychotic. Like you asshole, he was with her for 25 years. He knows this woman back to front. There is not a strand on her DNA thing that he doesn't have memorized. So like he knows who he's dealing with. I'm sure there will always be sparks, don't you think? But I think sparks die too.
Yeah, and I think that they change too. Like I think like sometimes in different like relationships, like the way that you feel, you still care about someone, but like the intensity of like of that can change as well. So I think that she's fine. She needs a Xanax.
I just don't like her, and I don't even want to read Wendy's answer because I don't care enough. I think the woman needs, I swear.
Wait, I love at this point we're like, well, we hope sparks fly.
I honestly want him to get back with the wife.
Yeah.
Teach this fucking girl a lesson. You know what? You already got to think about it. How many women, that's like the trope from every movie, are like, but he promises me he's going to leave her one day and I've got my fingers crossed. Like, yeah, I know he still loves it, but one day I promise Frankie's going to come back to me. I know he will. I just know. I like, this is a very natural voice for me to use. This person that you're hearing, she's a big part of me, whoever that is.
I love, you sound like like a relative of Betty Boop.
Oh, I hate Betty Boop. Ugh.
I love Betty Boop. What? What?
Ew.
Michelle.
First of all,
no.
Can she get her thyroid checked? I mean, have you looked at her? Something's off. Hate the look. Hate the look.
Love it. Oh, I love Betty Boop.
I like the lady who made her. She thinks she just died recently. I do like her. But Betty Boop is I don't like anything that's like boop, boop, beat up. I don't like anything like that. Ooh, no. Why do you like her?
I think I like her because it was just like, I think, well, here, I'm from white trash Pennsylvania. It was the first person I ever saw with charisma.
Now that's interesting.
Kill
that's
me. Forgive me.
See, for me, that was Woody Woodpecker. Woody Woodpecker for me. Talk about charisma. That bird always had some shit going on. By the way, I was in Pennsylvania a few weeks ago. I went to Philadelphia for the weekend and I drove. Where in Pennsylvania are you from exactly?
Scranton.
Oh, from Scranton. Oh my God. Well, I wasn't anywhere near there, but I drove through Pennsylvania to New Hope, to Germantown. What a beautiful state. It's a really pretty place.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's really nice.
I'm very
but I think Betty Boop, she was always surrounded by animals, and I kind of felt the same way growing up. I'm Betty Boop. Yeah.
I mean, same, but like Miami Animals, which are like the people at Moe's Bagels. You know what I mean? Shout out. All right. Let me read this next advice one. It's all similarly veined. I'm already feeling annoyed. Here we go. I feel like I don't love it. Here we go. This is from something called Captain Awkward. Apparently I have a blog I don't even know about.
I hate that already.
And the woman writing it has a name that like would make her awkward for life. Jennifer Peepass.
No. Change it.
I did. You know, I changed my last name, Colin. This isn't my birth name. You know that. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah. My family, we changed my name. Not just me, the whole immediate family. When I was in the 3rd grade, we changed our last name.
What? I love that.
Yeah. My mother.
Did you have like a longer, like, hard to pronounce name?
We had a super short, impossible to pronounce or spell name. It was 4 letters. Do you want to guess the letters? This is a fun one. True Mishheads, no. But for those new people out there.
I'm a new person, I guess.
I'll give you a hint. It's the same.
Yeah.
It starts with the letter C. It's 4 letters long. Take it away. I'm going to give you 3 guesses to spell out what my original birth last name was.
Okay. Starts with C.
Mm-hmm. You'll never, there's no planet. I'm already like dying laughing because this is so stupid. And hard.
S? Is there an S in there?
There's no S.
H.
Nope. The next letter is a vowel.
Okay. C. O.
Nope. I could do this all day. I have nowhere to be. Tracy's going to kill me, but go.
C-A?
No.
Okay, I'm running out of vowels, Michelle.
Yeah, I know.
E. C-E.
Nope.
I?
Yes.
Okay.
C-I. 2 letters left.
C-I.
Just shout a letter out. Shout a letter out.
B. No.
Nope.
D.
Nope.
Okay. G.
No, getting closer.
Okay, H. No, I said H. M.
Before.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. L.
1 before. What's before L? Are you kidding me? This is now I'm like realizing that Adam is literally an idiot. What's the letter before L? Are you kidding me? By the way, people, we've lost every listener. Now it's just you and me right now. We got to get this out because now I'm going to freak. This is just you and me figuring out. You have zero psychic ability. You've never had a vision. You've never seen a ghost. I mean, this is genuinely like watching chimps type Hamlet levels of anticipation. Like, will he choose the right letter? I said the letter before L, and his eyes glazed over. Only the whites were showing, and he took his glasses off and turned to dust. I'm like, no, it shouldn't be this hard.
Do you want to know something even worse? I've been trying. I'm laughing too hard that I've been trying to say the alphabet to myself to figure.
What's the letter before L? Can you not think of it?
Okay.
Wow.
No, wait. K.
Yes.
H-A. Okay.
And then there's one letter
What?
after that. C-I-K. You're one letter away, and you're close, baby.
C-I-K.
What letter would make sense
K.
after that? Yes. Yes. You got it.
It is.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, he did it.
C-I-K-K.
Oh my God. Wow.
Wow.
Whew. I'm like, I think we just kept the census down. I'm feeling crazy. I feel excited that you got it. Yes. K. So it's a
So how do you
Hungarian
say
name.
it?
Well, that was the whole thing. My dad's parents, when they came over post Holocaust, it's a hard word to say sometimes, but anyway, it was sick. It was like Tzik because they're Hungarian. And then of course immigration was like Cikk. So everybody said sick, even though it was supposed to really be pronounced Sikh. And it was sick. And so before I was even born or when I was little, and the Sikhs in India were like fighting, or in Punjab, my brother, famous story, came running into my parents' room and went, "Mother, the Sikhs are fighting in Punjab." And he was like very excited about that. But it was Sikh, but sick. And so my mom went to court and we changed it from Sick to Collins because of Collins Avenue in Miami Beach, Florida. That is a true story. That is why we are Jewish Collinses.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. All right, Midnight Snackers, I'm going to be back with our regular programming in just a minute, but I just wanted to share one more quick message regarding BetterHelp. Now, a lot of us are juggling so many emotions as we approach this election, the holidays, and as we're still battling this pandemic. Now, I've spoken about it all myself on the podcast, the ups, the downs, the outright anger and stress. And some of you out there might be feeling like it's a lot to handle on your own, which I absolutely get. Now, if that's the case, keep in mind that you can always try professional online counseling through BetterHelp. Here's how it works. BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist that you can start talking to in no time. And they have a broad range of expertise available, which may not be available in your area. You can log into your account anytime and send a message to your counselor, and you'll get timely and thoughtful responses back. Plus, you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions, whatever is best for you. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches, so if you want to switch, that's not a problem. They make it easy, and it's free of charge if you need to. Plus, it's more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is available if you need it. So visit betterhelp.com/Michelle. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, and join the over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional. In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp, they're actually recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. And guys, this is the offer that we've got for you. To my listeners, you can get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/Michelle. That's 10% off your very first month at betterhelp.com/Michelle.
My mom, after she got divorced, she wanted to change her last name to Kennedy. So she wanted to be Kelly Kennedy.
I love that name.
But she,
God,
isn't that a great name, Kelly Kennedy?
Such a wasp name. Oh my God.
Yeah, but she didn't because she said that the Kennedys just don't have good luck. So she didn't go with
No,
Kennedy.
she's honestly right about that. It all ties back to freak accidents, frankly. She's so right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she's still a Rippon, actually.
By the way, Rippon just sounds right. Kelly Rippon is your mom. Like, I can't picture her having another name. Why did we talk about last names? There was a reason. Peepass. Jennifer Peepass.
Yeah, Peepass. Yeah.
All right, let's get to this. Here we go. I don't know if this is a small problem or if I'm just not seeing the larger picture, but this has been eating at me for years. Hello. I, and then in parentheses says she/her, modern, have been married to my husband, he, him, for almost 30 years. I'm shocked that someone who's that age bracket would know to write that. It's actually quite nice. Okay, wait. Because
I feel like we're getting somewhere of why it's in there.
No. I know. I know what
Okay.
you're saying. I actually agree. I know where your head is at, and it's not in the right place. He can be kind. Something's coming though that I don't like.
Okay.
He can be kind and funny and generous. Introduce him to me. At the same time,
I love that.
yeah. At the same time, there's one issue that bites and nibbles at me. He will never say he's sorry. The most recent example, Adam's face, I know.
I hate this.
Was this
I hate
week.
this.
Our son bought groceries for his own lunch, only to discover later that his father ate it all. Was he like a bear? The fuck? It was a big bear. Not a big deal. Son said he only wished his father had apologized. His father said he wouldn't and went on a tear about how he did all the grocery shopping. And yes, he does most of the shopping. And yes, it's a minor thing. We're family. We help each other. We apologize when we screw up. At the same time, he apparently does. My contributions don't count. I want to say this is him being frustrated by his job and COVID, but I'm all out of excuses. You know what I don't understand about married people? Why are you writing a letter to a person named Captain Awkward about something that my mother would literally scalp my father? If my father did something and like in my family, and I don't know if this is the difference between like maybe Jews and Italians and like other people who are a little more uptight, there would be a massive fight in my house if like an apology was not given.
Oh, 100%. I mean, if I couldn't imagine because JP is so like we have an issue, we usually talk it out immediately. Because we're both not good at like hiding the way that we feel about something.
What sign is he?
But like he's a Gemini. So we're actually like the least compatible.
The worst.
Like Gemini and Scorpio.
You don't have to tell me because I will literally, I'll spit on a Gemini like an angry llama. Like I don't, it's the sign before mine, which is the worst. Like if you should never date like the sign that's connected to your month. So for me, Geminis and Leos are just like no-goes at all. Go on.
But I think our moons and suns, our moons and suns are really good together.
Okay.
So that's how we make it work. But yeah, no, that she's just sort of like letting this, like glazing this over. I mean, no way.
I mean, are you kidding me?
Also, see a therapist. Don't write to Mr. Awkward.
Jennifer Peepas is a her, for the record. It's Mrs. No, I don't know why I'm being like that. But yeah, I agree. Then there's such a long answer. But she says it too. After 30 years of marriage, you know better than I do that your spouse is unlikely to ever change. I will tell you that this is why I don't want to get married, because I feel like, can you even imagine having to just deal with someone all day? Like that would drive me up a fucking wall if someone wouldn't apologize. And that is such a straight male thing to do. That's such like an ego weirdo Trump voter thing to like not want to say you're sorry. Just fucking say you're sorry. It's a turn on when you admit that you're wrong. I am aroused by that, you know?
I don't understand the like being proud of I don't get it.
Period. Being proud at all. What's being proud about?
That's unrelatable.
Listen, Adam, I must tell you something that we're doing this podcast, as I mentioned. I'm in London, hopefully, or in New York. We don't know. But all I know is that
I'm on my way to Finland right now too. So
literally,
we're both not here.
We are fleeing America. Adam Rippon and I have left. I have someone staying in my apartment, which is nice. I'm actually happy about that, so that it's not just totally abandoned. But I will tell you that I really hope that when this podcast comes out, we have a President Joe Biden and a Vice President Kamala Harris, and that we can celebrate. I hope I'm not jinxing it because, with the Hillary thing, I asked you on Tuesday if you were following any of the graphs and the grids. Because for me, I was so burned by Hillary. Not necessarily the woman, although sort of. You know who I blame for that? Lena Dunham. Have I ever mentioned that before? I blame Lena Dunham for losing Hillary's election. Once Lena got on board.
I don't even know where to begin with her.
Okay, good. Because I thought you were going to get mad at me. I was like worried. Listen, God bless her. I think she has her own problems. But the second Hillary started hooking up with Lena, I was like, this is a mess. That's not who you want. That's Lena Dunham doesn't speak to the American people. So I believe that once Hillary hooked up with Lena, it was a loss. I really mean that.
I love it.
I mean it. And you, by the way,
Lena Dunham is the reason we are where we are.
I blame Lena for Trump. I actually do. I think that it was people like Lena who represent to a conservative small towner what Hollywood is at the time. I'm saying, you know what I mean? There's just certain people.
I totally agree with that.
And it like turns people off, which I can kind of understand. But I just hope that we have a new president. I do find it funny that Hillary's like hiding. Like you really, here and there, she'll pop her little head up, whack-a-mole style, but like you don't really see a lot of her, which is fine. But I really hope that we are just heading in a direction where we can live freely in America again and not worry about, you know, being a minority, Jewish,
embarrassed,
LGBT, a woman, all of these things. I just really hope to God that we can, let me put it this way. If Biden wins, this is a very celebratory week for a lot of people. So I just hope that we're celebrating right now.
I hope that we're celebrating too. I want nothing more.
Literally. There's nothing I want more.
Nothing. I literally don't want anything else.
I wish for your birthday I could buy you democracy, but I can't. So I'm just going to get you some like Aesop creams.
A tchotchke.
I'm going to get you a chopping block. Anyways, listen, Adam Rippon he came through today for me in a way. And I feel like I do. You know, the problem is with this is that I have shit I want to tell you, but I can't tell you on the pod. And that sucks. I have some.
That does suck, but you'll tell me later.
I'll call you in 5 minutes. I'm going I have to go get COVID tested. I'll call you right now. But Adam, I love you literally just so much. And thank you for doing this.
Oh my God, it's my pleasure. Michelle, I was so not funny at all, but I love hanging out with you. You're so fantastic.
You know what the problem is? Is like, because we're pre-taping it, it's hard to make it, it's like, it changes the vibe a little bit, I think. But you were always funny. You're always gorgeous. Please don't get veneers. Buy Adam's book. I'm probably going to call you in 5 minutes and tell you the juicy stuff. Cause you know, there's always something a little juicy that I don't like to get to on the pod. Buy his book, download it, follow him at @arip. We always threaten to do our Instagram live show again from the neck up, and we never do. But one day.
No, one day we will. One day we're going to surprise everyone and just show up.
You know what it's going to be? When I have like my makeup on a Sunday and I'm like, let's do this.
Right.
It's going to happen for us. Yeah. But listen, I love you so much. Have the best time in Finland. Please send my love to everybody. And I adore you. And that's all there is to it. That's another episode of From the Neck Up. That's a joke. It's another episode of Midnight Snack. I'm Michelle Collins. Follow me on Instagram. I'm telling you, I'm carb free at Mishcall. And that's everything. And if you know anyone in London, hook it up. See you guys next week.
Forever Dog.
This has been a Forever Dog production. Midnight Snack with Michelle Collins is executive produced by Brett Boehm, Joe Cilio, and Alex Ramsey. Produced by Tracy Soren. Original theme music by Gabe Lopez. Cover art by Ben Wiseman. To listen to this podcast ad-free, sign up for Forever Dog Plus at foreverdogpodcasts.com/plus. Check out video clips of our podcasts on YouTube at youtube.com/foreverdogteam. And make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Forever Dog Team to keep up with all the latest Forever Dog news.